was perfect. Dang. Why did I should have gotten it. All right, cool. All right, hold
Or if
on.
you want to ask again, you can. I mean,
Yeah. Just I just had a question. So you stated that you like guys that are more you like guys that are you like when guys are afraid around you.
okay, not afraid, just a little
A
nervous.
little
I don't want to.
nervous.
I don't want to say
Mhm.
afraid because I feel like that's another like notch.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah, so I don't want to. No, not like that because I feel
yeah.
like that would make me kind of like question myself. I'd be like, damn, like
Yeah.
okay, like maybe I need to chill out, you know? So not
Yeah.
like that, but I kind of think it's cute
Mm,
when they're a little nervous because I
mm,
feel like it shows like a little bit of respect,
yeah.
versus
Mm,
because I've been around guys or talked to guys, whatever, who like
mm,
are not like that. And
yeah.
when I compare like the two types of guys, most of the time the guys, those same guys are the ones that don't respect me. Like
Yeah.
deep down, like they don't have respect for me. They're just trying to like do whatever.
Yeah.
Versus the other guys that are a little more nervous around me, those are the guys that actually have like better intentions. You know
Mm,
what I mean?
yeah. Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
from my experience,
Yeah.
that's what I've noticed. So
Yeah.
I like when guys are a little nervous around me. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Yeah.
I see that. I see that. Yeah, like they're not approaching you with a sense of like, oh yeah, I own this. Oh yeah, this is everything's mine.
Yeah, I don't like that. It kind
Hmm.
of comes off cocky too. It comes
Yeah.
off cocky and yeah, just
Hmm.
shows a lot character
Hmm.
wise, you know. I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't like that.
I see that. I see. Now when you say cautious to hug you and things of that nature, are you saying like are you saying that they will give you a hug, but they just won't do it initially? Like it's kind of like a hey, how are you? Hey, and they may wave and you may wave or something like that. You like that instead of like someone who's just like, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Like something like that.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
That's kind of
Okay.
what I mean. Also, what I also mean is like, okay, because like just in general, like
Hmm.
speaking as a woman,
Yeah.
like I can tell a lot by where they touch me.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
like I'm just being real.
And no, I
So
know that. Yeah.
so for example, because there's different types of hugs.
There's different type of hugs.
Let's
Yep.
be real.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
I've had guys, and again,
Hmm.
it literally proves my point. Like I've had the guys that are like a little more nervous around me. Like when they hug
Mm.
me, they're very careful about where they put their hands.
Mm.
Like they like, maybe like nothing crazy, but like right under here,
Absolutely.
like
Absolutely.
they're safe
Yeah.
because they don't wanna cross that line.
Absolutely.
Why? Because it shows that they respect me
Mm.
versus other guys who are a little more, they try to like, I see it as they trying to test me to see
Mm.
what they can get away with. So they'll put their hands lower,
Yeah.
not fully on like my areas,
Yeah.
but it's pretty
It's
close.
close. Yeah.
It's close.
It's close.
And I feel like they, again, like when I feel a guy do that, I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It that will piss me off, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
might not, and in the moment, I might not like. There have been times where I've said something to a guy
Yeah.
because he put his hands too low. I'm like, watch your hands,
Yeah.
like
Wow.
watch your hands.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But there are times where I mean, it just depends on the situation, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, it rubs me the wrong way. But do you see what I'm saying? Like between the two,
Mm.
it tells me a
Mm.
lot about the guy.
Mm.
So that's
Whoo.
what I mean too. So it's like their
Mm-hmm.
hands placements and all that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, trust me, I take notes of a lot of things.
Yeah. No,
It
that's
just it,
good.
it tells me a lot. It really does. I feel like
Mm.
some people might be like, now she's thinking too much into it. No, I'm not. As a woman, no, I'm not, because we deal with stuff like that. We deal with men who you try to use any excuse to try to touch us.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I could go all day about that if I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I'm not thinking too much of it. Is because the guys who think that, they just don't. Unfortunately, they're not being considerate of what we experience.
And what you experience. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, this is good. This is good. All right, man. What's going on, man? You are jumping into the heat of the moment.
I know.
Yeah.
People are just like, damn, what's
No,
she doing? Like, what's she
for
talking
real.
about?
I was like, man, hold on. Who over here trying to trust Giselle? I was like, man, do I gotta take a trip to Cali?
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll let y'all
Hey.
know if something happens. I'll let y'all know.
Art was like, look, Trey, man, what you do, man? I was like, I ain't do nothing. Look. Who she yelling at? Don't you ever put your hands on me. Nah, man.
Hey, but I know it was something deep because you know what I mean. It was like you could hear it like in your voice that
Yeah.
it was something that was on your mind and something like, hey, you
Yeah.
know what I mean. You could just hear it in your voice like, hey, you got a point to make. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
True, man. True. That it was actually centering around because again, I'm moving into the topic, as you know. How do you deal with your gym crush? People are always having gym crushes. I'm sure there's women crushing on you, Art. And in that sense, I want to dive into the topic and pick at it a bit in terms of how we would kind of want that to go about, whether it's you approaching them approaching you. But Giselle kind of got into the aspect of she kind of got into the aspect of oftentimes, the way she likes a guy to coordinate themselves around her is with a sense of nervousness, but not scared, but nervousness in the sense of being able to, and just, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but in the sense of wanting them to be cautious in regards to how they come on to her, whether it's a hug, whether it's something they say, they address her or they, in a sense, position themselves towards her in a careful way. So even with a
Mhm.
hug, positioning the arm or the hand in a certain area could, in a sense, like she was saying, allow her to know, okay, I need to watch this person, or okay, they're showing a level of respect if they're sliding their hand, close to the upper back, whereas you getting over there, you got a little finger on the buttocks, and it's like, hold on now, like, yeah,
or it's like even where what was it that movie Hitch when he was explaining to oh boy. He's like, all right, like here, you know what I mean? You want to
mm-hmm.
be here, here's the friend zone, and then hey, I just want to grab
Exactly,
some ass, you know what I mean? Yeah, so
exactly,
But it's
ass,
true.
mm-hmm.
me, yeah, and friend zone, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
Yeah,
It's
exactly,
true. Yeah, there's like zones to it. I could, yeah,
yeah,
it tells me a lot about what you want. It says a lot. So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
even with the hug, like me personally, this happened to me probably I think 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago at my gym. It's like I've been going there for a while, and
yeah,
well over a year. Oh, and now I'm training there, doing my personal training there.
yeah,
But like the lady, we always every time I walk in, I'm just me. That's just my signature move. You
yeah,
know what I mean? When I walk in, I always, "What's up?"
yep,
Hey, hit it
mm-hmm.
hard. Hey, hitting it hard. I see you. Hey, man, keep it up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just my signature
Mm-hmm.
move. And then when I talked to one of the ladies, who's been there for a while, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we've known each other for a while. It was kind of rare because like she came up and she was like, "Hey," you know what I mean, and tried to hug, and I was like, "Okay, hey." And then I just put pat the head,
Yeah,
grabbed up here, close to the shoulders and stuff like that. Hey, how's it going? And then just step back, not too armed or anything, just
mm-hmm.
hey, you know what I mean? It was
Mm-hmm.
kind of weird, you know what I mean? It was
Mm-hmm.
awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like that shit, like all right, shit just got weird.
Yeah.
But but yeah, you know what I mean. But even with the other fellow ladies in
Mm-hmm.
there, fist bumps, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
we'll walk by and then like even because what I mean, they're in their zone, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'll walk by and they just finished doing tricep pushdowns. They'll drop the bar and see me walk by and they'll just reach out, you know what I mean? I just
Mm.
boom, fist bump and just keep on moving, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how it is over there, Like as far as like interacting and touching and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like kind of like a big no for
A
me,
big
you know what
no.
I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like we can fist bump all day, then you know what I mean. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like it just threw me off guard when a woman like went for the hug and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it was still, but I could tell it was. You get that vibe, you know what I mean?
You get
Where
the vibe.
we get the vibe, and I
You get
knew
the
that
vibe.
vibe was like, hey, this is just a friendly one, you know what I mean?
Mm,
Because
yeah.
like boom, you know what I mean, and then hey,
Mm-hmm.
release, and then yeah, you just get that vibe on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can only imagine for y'all women, you know what I mean? It's like
Man.
totally different, you know.
Man. Man. I'm sorry, Marquita. I think she's trying to jump in here too. She commented on the video. I'm like, jump in here. I'm like, she's commenting on the video I had posted earlier about all of this, and I'm telling her to jump in here. But I love what you're saying, man. I think that I think that you're right. We know the vibe. You know the vibe. It's you're not fooling anybody. You know when you're trying to. So you can tell when someone's trying to come on to you. Now sometimes there may be pretty good sneaky people who kind of know how to work their way in slowly and get what they want. But for the most part, when you want something, you can't control it. At the end of the day, it's going to be that random hug. Come here, Art. Come, it's been a long time since and I just saw you the other day. It's like, so I get you. I get you. And I love that you, even as a man, you even stated how you have that same experience. Because we also get it too. We get it too.
Oh no, yeah, it's not, no, yeah. I'm not saying it's just women.
No, I know you're not saying that. I know you're not saying, and I'm glad you pointing that out too. Like you actually started this whole conversation about the hand placement. That is a really big thing, and that's a big thing, I'm sure, too, for females. I know a bunch of females that have been touched inappropriately at young ages, maybe in a gym setting or anywhere, and it's not spoken about. And it started with a hug. It started with a little slide to the, even family members, or friends of him. It started with that, and then it led to molestation. I know a lot of people that have been through that, so I'm glad you pointed that out. But yeah, it again likewise happens to males as well, females as well. And kind of shining light on that is a beautiful thing because it allows us to, in a sense, just be aware, to know that it's not just all huggy and everybody's happy, and you have to you have to walk with wisdom as well, but Giselle, I know you have to leave, so I want to make sure I hit some questions before you go. I know you have to leave at 6:15, so I want to jump right into it. All right, I'm gonna ask you though, man, how's your week, man? How's everything been with you, real quick, man, before I jump into the questions?
Just POP holding it down.
I love it, man. I love it, bro. I love it, man. I love it. So everything's good. All is well, bro.
Yeah. Like I'm slowly the weekly thing is still going good. I'm still at maintenance. Nothing's really changing. Like,
awesome.
Yeah, but I'm getting ready to prepare to start my calorie deficit starting next week.
Nice, bro. Nice, man. Nice. Let us know how that's going, man, throughout the week. I know tomorrow we'll be doing the the goals for that week, for next week or this week. So definitely, bro, let us know if there's anything you need accountability with. We got Marquita in here as well. How you doing, lady?
Hello.
Hey, Giselle, before you head out, Giselle, like, there we go. I know you tagged me in them.
Yeah, bro. Bro, come on with it, man.
It's posted. Come on.
Come on with it.
Well, to be honest with you, that post, when I seen it and you tagged me in it, I was like, holy crap, the meeting.
No, it's okay. I know. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I almost forgot about the meeting. That's messed up.
Yeah, we gotta show the biceps.
But Marquita, how you doing? How you doing? Sorry, we were. It's a little challenge Giselle got for us, a little bicep challenge.
I'm doing good. I didn't even know there was a Zoom call tonight. I haven't really been. I know I haven't been in the group so much the past couple of days.
No, you good. You all good. When you hit me up in the comments, I was like, "Why is she talking on there and ain't in there?" I was like, "You gotta get in here."
I didn't know you guys were on video.
Absolutely. Yeah, I opened it up today because it's the last week of the month. So I try to open up the private groups to the public on the last week of every month. So it's the last week of this month for the fitness group. So I was like, yeah, come on in here. We got everybody in here, but we happy to have you. Happy to have you. I'm glad all is well. You smiling, what I'm saying? Looking good, glowing. I love it. And I saw the new tattoo. I see you getting tatted up. I see you.
I know, right?
I saw you.
It was killer.
Absolutely.
It was a killer through the whole thing.
I'm sure. I saw it. But it was dope. It was a nice design. Looked like you had a real good designer.
Thank you.
We gonna dive into this thing, y'all, because again, I want to make sure that everybody gets in here and gets their answer in. Giselle, I'll start with you because I know you have to leave pretty soon. So let's dive on in. But Marquita, Art, Giselle, I'm so glad to have y'all. And we're gonna start with the first question. Would you ever approach your gym crush? Why or why not? So let's start there with the approach. Would any of you ever approach your gym crush first, and why or why not? Giselle, we want to start with you because you're leaving. So how are you?
So I kind of have, technically. Yeah. So yeah, because okay, so when I was working, not at the gym that I train here, but the gym before, I used to work out 24-hour, and I had this gym crush, guys. Like he was so fun. Like, oh my gosh. Every time, like I swear, I would think about my outfits, thinking about him. If I'm being honest, I would be like, yo, he'll like this, right? So I like I'm being real. I'm not gonna act like I didn't think that because I did. Okay. And he would always go like around the same times that I would go, same days. And I would try to figure out like, okay, how am I gonna do this? Because I really wanted, because okay, well, in my belief, I think the guy should be the pursuer,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna pursue like all the way, but I just wanted to like be like, okay, how can I let him know like to approach me, right? I don't, if I'm being honest, I don't remember exactly how I did it. I think honestly, I think it was just very subtle. Like I just kind of like kind of smiled at him or something, but like it's
Mm.
just very subtle, nothing crazy, not like in a creepy way, right?
Yeah.
And then I just do my thing. And then after that, I think he kind of started like talking to me. And
Mm.
because like just saying little things, like he'll come up to me, be like, "Oh, like what are you working today?" And then from there,
Mm.
we had like one full conversation one time. He was leaving,
Mhm.
I was coming in.
Mhm.
He was like, "Oh, you're late. Like I'm already done working out." And I was like, "It's 6 in the morning, bro. You're done already?" He's like,
Mm.
and then from there, that was my chance to be like, "Oh, what's your name?" He told me his name. I told him mine. And then after that, he started like coming up to me more and stuff. And then we would just talk. But it was just that though. It wasn't anything crazy, but like he was always my gym crush. So yeah.
Hey, that's dope. That is dope. I mean, so you again, you positioned yourself
Yeah,
in
I
a way.
like, yeah, put the ball in the court, let him shoot.
I like that. I love that. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I won't come in as much. I want everybody to go around and be able to get their perspective. Marquita, ladies first. So if you want to start with yours, yeah.
I would.
Okay. Okay. Why? Why?
Ask
Tell us.
them, but not in the middle of a workout. Like if I see him or her coming or going, I won't
Mm,
disturb them in the middle of their workout. And like I did have a gym crush before I moved, and the gym I used to go to.
mm,
So like my trainer knew him and like not really knew him, but he was frequent at the gym before I got there. So I
yeah.
asked her about him and stuff like that. But before I did that, he used to do like these pull-ups with his leg up in the air, like the extra pull-ups. And he was a
Mm,
big guy. And I'm like, so one day I walked up
mm.
to him and I said, "You too big to be showing out in the gym." And so so it kind of went from there. We laughed it off. So then the jokes and stuff started coming after that. So, but when I asked my trainer and other friends around the gym about him, they said he's a flirt, but he's married. So I'm like, up, the end of that right
Oh,
there.
okay, okay, okay.
So no
Dang,
more gym coach
dang.
after that.
I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. But you don't mind approaching. You think you think that's something that you would definitely do again and again.
No, but I just like her, I think a guy should pursue, but I'll like make a comment or something towards if they lifting heavy weights or like okay.
Yeah, positioning yourself. Yeah, position yourself.
Yep.
Okay. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. I like that. I like that. All right.
They throw out that sassiness here and there. You know what I mean? Like a wave
Yeah.
of that hair real quick when you're chilling. Like you just finished pumping, you sit down and you're looking up, and then you just look up, and then you just see her just, and then you
Yeah.
go grab the waist. I was like, hey,
Hey.
I'm kind of blunt with mine. I'll just say a little comment or something. I won't sit there and be like, flipping your hair all day.
yeah, yeah.
You
I
let
like
them know. I love it. I love it.
yeah, it's real. I guess you could say everyone has one. You know what I mean? It's like the
Mm,
same thing for me.
mm.
It was man, dude. I even went out of my way and changed what time I went to the gym.
Woo!
Because for real, you know what I mean? It was like, you know what? Man, I don't ever see her. You know what I mean? Time in the afternoon. Like, even because I went at 4 o'clock and then I got off early one time and I went at 3 o'clock. And then I went in late. I said, you know what? I'm going to get a late session in. Went in at 9 o'clock. no sights. And then I was like, and then one time I had to go to work early, and it was like at 8 in the morning.
Mm.
And then, so I said, you know what? I got to hit the gym because I got a long day. I said, man, I'm going to get in the gym about 5 a.m.
Mm.
And, sure enough, walked in there. There she was.
Yes, you were.
And then
Punch.
that was the grind time, you know what I mean? From
Yeah.
5 to 7. And I was like, all right. So I peeped games. So I was like, all right, cool. I know if I want to see, you know what I mean, or interact, it has to be at that time. Yeah, there was great couple of months where I was just going in at 5 a.m. Then I got used to her. Then it was just like, you know what I mean? I liked working out at that time then.
Wow.
But it was like a whole year, like because
Dang.
like how McQueen said that you don't want to mess up somebody while they're in that grind. You know what I mean? Like in the middle of working out. You know what I mean? That's just rude to me. I don't like
Yeah.
when people do it. I don't like it when people do it to me.
Yeah.
Because next thing you know, we're sitting there talking, and then I done overlap my rest period. I might as well get this exercise. You know what I mean? So, because when I'm grinding, I really don't
You
know about
grind.
it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then I know how serious, she is.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you she thinks on the same level as he or as me. And
Yeah.
she don't want that shit either,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just a one of those things where it was like kind of in the middle. I was doing squats. I was doing barbell squats. And then she was on the Smith machine. And then at the Smith machine, they have all the neck paddings there.
Yeah.
And me, I don't need no pad, but I thought that was the time to break the ice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I walked over there and they're like, "Hey man, because she had her earphones in, and I was just pointing down to the ground, you know what I mean? Because I didn't want to mess up. Like, hey, you using that? And then right when the earphones came off, she's like, "Oh no!" And the next thing you know, got to rapping, and that's how it happened.
Hey, got the
Nah, but for real, all joking aside, that's how the ice got broke, and then we ended up having a very deep conversation. You know what I mean? It was like 30-minute conversation. I was like, that's what I told her. I said, man, I didn't mean to mess up your workout, but you know what I mean? She just kept on with the conversation. So I wasn't going to be a dick and be like, all right, man, I got my pad and I'm going. You know what I mean? No, I'm trying to find out what she's talking about. But yeah, that's how that kind of scenario went. But like me personally, I would like to respect anybody in their grind, and I'm not just going to go in there and just, I'm here to work also, so it's not like I'm hunting or anything.
Okay. So you just hit on my next question, and I love the approach you also made. Again, you saw an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? But you said it took you a year, or it took a year for this interaction to happen.
No, for real, like, because every time it was just serious work, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna the workout and stuff like that. And then then it was just that one time. And then now it's totally different. Like when we see each other, it's like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? I always do you know what I mean? But I try not to be too like, hey, what's up, man? You know what I mean? Hey, give me fist bump, you know what I mean? So like I try to keep it, you know what I mean? How you say it, GQ smooth or something like that. You know what I mean? Try to like lick my eyebrows and stuff. Hey.
Got them two live. I got you, man. I got you. Bro, I love it, man. I love it. All right, so y'all all kind of hit on the next question, but I'll ask it more directly. Giselle, back to you. We're going to loop it again. What would you ever want them to approach you, and why or why not? So I know you kind of hit on that, but yeah, like why do you feel like you would want that approach?
Because I think they're cute, so I want them to approach me. I mean, of course, physical obviously doesn't mean they're a good guy and all that, Gym crushes, I think it's just they just make the gym a little more fun. Like that's how I see it, so it doesn't have to be anything crazy.
Add candy in the gym.
Yes, exactly. It's just like a little incentive there or whatever. But I mean, again, as long as they're respectful, like don't interrupt me when I'm like working like in the middle of my set. It could be like maybe in between my sets or something, but like real quick, or whether I'm going in or leaving, like just be respectful of that, and just be respectful in general, obviously. But yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean, because you never know what can happen, right?
Yeah. So you're not one of those females that's like, man, don't bother me. I'm in my zone. But like you said, maybe not in the middle of a workout, but maybe as you're resting or something like that, it's okay to approach you and go, yeah, hey, how you doing, or something like that. You accept that.
Well, I guess it depends who it is. I don't want some old man coming up to me trying to like, you know, because I've had that and yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
know. I
you
feel
know.
that.
So
See, like wait till you see us at the wait till you see somebody at the water fountain or something like that, packing their bags, taking out their gym
Mm,
shoes, sitting on the bench, something like that,
mm,
where y'all will originally bump into each other at. Not you
mm.
seeing me in the middle of a weight like this, you want to come talk. It's like, mhm.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
to top on that, man, you'd be amazed how many thirsty guys there is be doing that, man. Like, just be
Huh?
in the, she be in the middle of the set, and just has the dumbbells in the air, and it just goes over and tries to rap, and I'm like, bro, are you serious? And you
Yeah.
see it all the time, like
Yeah.
all the time, and I'm like, man, God, like, have some respect,
Yeah.
but all the time though, man, it trips me out. There's this at the big gym I go to, chick is like serious, like I'm talking about she's cutter than me. I'm talking about like
Dang.
jabbing more than me. And you could tell, like, man, she threw down them because she was pressing, she was doing shoulder presses, and then right when she came down, old boy came up, and I guess he tried to shoot his shot, and then like she just got upset and just threw the dumbbells down, slammed the headphones, and just started going off. I don't know if it was a bad day, but like she just started going
Mm.
off. I was like, I'm tired, mother
Oh,
this,
dang.
that, and then it's like apparently it must happen a lot to her. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
wow.
So
Mm.
yeah, you know, it could go south real quick.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can
Next thing
tell
you know, you
you kind
walking
of
out
can
the
tell
gym
the
with your head
difference.
down, bro.
You kind of can tell the difference from the women that's there trying to actually work out. Some of the women
Mm.
that's there for attention,
Mm.
supposed to be working out and stuff like that. You got the ones like when we had the conversation about the shirt tucked into the sports bra thingy. So
Mm.
it takes it back to there. So you have some women that do it because they're actually checking themselves out, and then you got some women that do it because they got the other people checking themselves out. So
And that's a good topic too, because like as a guy, I wonder this all the time too, because like at the big gym I go to, it's a real huge gym. I'm talking
Mm.
about this gym got its own zip code. That's how big that gym is. You know what I mean?
Dang.
It's very big, and then it's very crowded. And you, just like how you said, like you can kind of tell, at least from this is what I was thinking. I was like, man, you
Mm.
can kind of tell who's there, who's really in there putting in work, and who's there just to like take some selfies with some weights, or you know what I mean, and stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
Just a quick post or something like me getting my workout in, and then you know what I
Mhm.
mean, they're not really there grinding,
Mhm.
and you could tell the difference by the outfits. And I thought
Mm.
it was just me, you know what I mean, like when I see the women with the very, very, I'm talking about short, like I'm guessing the spandexes or whatever. I don't know. Well, I guess y'all call them booty shorts. I do not know
Yeah.
what they
Yeah.
are, the leggings or whatever, but they're like right here,
Them booty shorts. Them booty shorts.
really,
Yeah.
and then it's
Yeah. Them booty shorts. Yeah.
like you should be sleeping in that, not coming to the gym. You know what I mean? And then
Mm.
don't even grind or don't even work. Maybe do a couple of sets and then take their photos and then burn off, and then it's like, but then
Mm.
you can tell the real lifter who's there, like, I mean, they got their sports bra on and then their leggings all the way down, and then they're just getting after it. And I don't know,
Mm.
like to me, I could just tell the difference who's there for, like how you said, kind of attention, and then
Attention.
who's actually there
Mm.
putting it work.
That right
yeah,
there,
because
man.
when I first started going to the gym, I started in big shirts and big jogging pants,
Mm.
and eventually started going in my sports bra and shorts. And
Mm.
some of the shorts I wore short, but it was for my sake. And then like when
Mm.
I did decide to wear short shorts, like the shirt you have on, I cut the sleeves off of it, so it'd
Mm.
be long to cover, like to be modest or whatever in the gym when I wear long shorts, especially like if I'm doing squats and stuff. But if I have on leggings and stuff, and I'll wear sports bras, but then It'll only be like if I'm going hard on like the Stairmaster or something like that. Because I'll still have a shirt on when I have on my sports bra, but if the Stairmaster almost killing me, baby, that shirt coming off, and I'm up in the sports bra. And I'm saying the Stairmaster because that's the main thing that make me take my shirt off at the gym.
Yeah.
But I started in big clothes and eventually went to shorts and sports bras, but that was for my sake, my trainer's sake, because she used to say the same thing the area manager used to say when I was going to the gym. And he's so cool and funny. He used to be like, how we supposed to see your improvement if we can never check you out because you always wearing these big clothes?